Hello and welcome to That Man. This is some merchandise. Yes, it's been a while since I've done anime itself unboxing, but I thought this one deserved it. And this is ReZero reincarnated, starting life in another world, part 2. And this is also going to cover part 1 because I don't believe I ever did part 1. This has actually been released by Anime Limited, and this is the Anime Limited / Zavi exclusive edition, which is basically the same as any other edition, except it's got this really nice special box. I love special boxes. And I gotta say, Anime Limited always manage to outdo themselves when it comes to presentation and the releases. Yeah, I mean, it's taken a year for part 2 to come out, but I believe part 2's only just came out a few months ago in America, so I can't blame Anime Limited for that. So let's have a look, shall we? Just so you guys are aware, I have already cut the sealing on it because, yeah, you don't want to watch me just struggle with that. So let's have a look, shall we? So this is I can't talk today. This is a special edition collector's box, whatever you want to call it, that houses part 2 and has space for part 1. So this box came with part 2. And as you can see on the front, we have Subaru with an apple, Puck, and a giant face of Amelia. We're going to get into a bit more of Amelia because, as you can probably see, Amelia seems to get onto the front quite often. But fortunately, on the side where most people are going to display it, we have the best girl. So that is a great work. I love the fact that they've done that. On the back we get the blurb. This is one thing I always kind of dislike about Anime Limited releases, is that this blurb covers some of the artwork, and you've got a choice. You've either got to keep the blurb on and all of these nice photos, or you've got to rip them off and get the artwork underneath. Most people are going to go with the artwork underneath, and yeah, this just kind of goes into the bin. So on the back we have Ram, and we have a few of the other characters, mainly from the first 2 arcs. Obviously we've got Old Man Rom, Felt, I can't remember what she's called. What's he called? Van Astria. I genuinely can't remember his name. I was like, it's Wilhelm Van Astria, but that's his grandfather. It's Van Astria's grandson. Perona, no, Beatrice, and Roswell. So yeah, it's a really nice looking design. I like how you kind of see the whole of the town in the back, and I love how Old Man Rom's kind of peeking over the side. So we do have the main characters from the first 2 or 3 arcs in the series. It's an absolute beautiful looking box. And on here we have space for part 1 and we have part 2. So let's have a look, shall we? So we can get rid of that. That doesn't need to be done. We can put that in the background, and there we go. Part 2 has a really beautiful picture of Subaru and Rem, and then on the other side we have Subaru and Amelia. I believe this is more towards the end of the series kind of one. Just so you know, this is part 2, so possible spoilers if you haven't watched it. And if you haven't watched it, why not? And the part 1 version has Amelia on the front, and on the other side we have Rem and Ram with their maidly duties. Excellent. So let's have a look inside, shall we? So with both of these releases we get some art books, which I think, yeah, 1 to 11, 12 to 25. So this is going to cover the first half of the first 2 arcs, 3 arcs, and this is going to cover the White Whale arc. So on the special cases, I can't remember what you call them, we have Amelia and Rem, and Subaru and Ram. In my opinion, I'm not that anyone's going to display it like that. I would have had Rem and Ram kind of like that. But yeah, that's fine. I'm going to have to make sure they're in the right ones. And inside we have, we have the discs, which have Crush and that merchant girl. Why do I not remember some of these characters' names? I'm still reading the volumes, and these are the most recent volumes. And we have Amelia and Upside Down Rem and Ram on the other side. So the art books, the hardback, very nice indeed. And yeah, they come with some nice artwork, some little character descriptions. Oh, Reinhard van Astria even. And yeah, it's a really nice collector's art book kind of thing. I like that you get these with the releases. For me, art books, I can take them and leave them. It's more the fact I read them when I have a look at, I have a flick through them when I'm watching it, and never again after that. And volume 2, again, I'm going to try and be careful because there's going to be some spoiler stuff, I'd imagine, in here. Also, we got Ricardo. I didn't even realise his surname was Welkin. Otto, Priscilla, Betelgeuse, Wilhelm, yeah, best boy. Felix, Anastasia, that's what she was called, Anastasia. So yeah, if you like the series, then you're probably going to get some enjoyment from that. And yeah, let's make sure, because one of the things I tend to find with these is that sometimes the boxes don't go in very well. Excellent, look at that, ReZero 1 and 2, and then we kind of have the whole thing there as well. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Really like that collector's edition. The only thing I'd like to say I would personally improve is one of the things. It's difficult with these massive ones because it's season 1 and season 2. Is stuff like Sound Euphonium and Lupin that had the blurb, but they also had another slipcase on top. I know it's going to be difficult with a massive box like that, but yeah, I don't know why. I'd like to have these little blurbs, so I'm going to have to try and figure out a way on how to get this into the box and remove the glue and all that. Oh well, that's a job for another day. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you for coming. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, please consider subscribing, all of that jazz, and I'll see you next time as we go into more of the world of anime and manga and figures and everything else. Thank you for coming. Thanks again for staying. Goodbye.